Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the second part of the chapter agriculture. In the first part, we have discussed about what is agriculture and the wider meaning of agriculture, importance of agriculture, and factors affecting agriculture. But today, the different type of agriculture. Okay. The agriculture also depends upon the varying environmental condition in the world. Due to the varying environmental condition, the agriculture also depends. Many patterns of agriculture have emerged basically. They depend upon the terrain. Terrain means the type of land, climatic condition, economic background. On the basis of a type of land, climatic condition, economic background, the agriculture also depends. Broadly, agriculture may be divided into two categories. Broadly, then after that it also divided into different type of agriculture. The two type of agriculture, that is subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. Number one, subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. And the subsistence and commercial also divided into different type of agricultures. Please hear, the subsistence agriculture. The subsistence agriculture also divided into three parts. That is nomadic herding, shifting agriculture, intensive subsistence agriculture. Commercial agriculture also divided into four parts, four type of commercial agriculture, like extensive agriculture, plantation agriculture, livestock ranching, dairy farming. These are belongs to commercial agriculture. Now discuss the subsistence agriculture. Subsistence agriculture is the earliest type of farming which is carried out at a small scale by a farmer to grow food for personal or community consumption. Subsistence agriculture is the earliest type of agriculture which was carried out by small scale. Means the farmers, they also cultivate the small side of land, whatever the land they have, and for their own consumption, own family consumption or community consumption. In this type of agriculture, farmers grow a wide range of crops based on the anticipated need of their families or the community. Means whatever the crops required for their family or community, they basically produce such type of crops in the fields because they depend upon such type of crops. Many farmers trade their excess crops and livestock for buying required goods. Means after consumption, if the surplus amount of crops remaining, then they sell the surplus crops for their requirement. This type of agriculture is still common in less developed parts of the world. In our country also, many farmers also doing like this, and whatever the crops also necessary for them, they also produce such type of crops. If after consumption, the surplus crops they also sell in the market for requirement of their family. Subsistence agriculture include nomadic herding, shifting agriculture and intensive subsistence agriculture. Subsistence agriculture also divided into three types, that is nomadic herding and a shifting agriculture and also intensive subsistence agriculture. Please hear, nomadic herding. People migrate along with their animals from one place to another. Nomads, in the previous classes you have also read about the nomadic people. Nomadic people have no permanent house. They move from place to place with their herd of cattle, sheep, or goat, or camel, where they get the good pasture land or fodder for their animals. They also settled 15 days, 1 month like this. After that, they also move from another place. They are the nomadic people because they could not settle permanently in one place. And the nomadic herding, people migrate along with their animals from one place to another in search of a fodder for their animals. They are the nomadic herding, means the people, they move from one place to another with their cattle or sheep or goat or camel, because to get the fodder for the animals. They rear cattle, sheep, goats, camels and yaks for milk, skin, meat and wool. It is common in parts of Central and Western Asia, East and Southwest Africa and Northern Eurasia. In India, Bhutias and Gujarats are the nomadic tribes of Himalayas. In India, Bhutias and Gujarats are the nomadic tribe of Himalayas. Shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture is also called slash and burn agriculture. In the previous class, I have also discussed briefly what is shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture is also called the slash and burn. Slash and burn means to cut the forest and burn the trees into ashes. After that, they also cultivate the land. After cultivating 4 or 5 years, they fallow the land to grow another forest. Mainly shifting agriculture done in the forest areas and hilly areas. And in our country also, many tribal people, those who lived in the forest, they also practiced the shifting agriculture. And in our country, the name of a shifting agriculture also differ. The name of a shifting agriculture also differ from place to place or state to state. Shifting agriculture is also called the slash and burn agriculture. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivators move to a new plot. And after cultivating 4 years, 5 years in a particular land, automatically the land loses its fertility, fertile power. Then the farmers left the land and moved to another land for the cultivation. That is shifting, means you shift one place to another. People cultivate the land with simple tools. The farmers, those who practice the shifting cultivation, they use the simple tools like buffaloes, ox, and a plow, the wooden plow, and the simple tools also. Per hectare yield is low, means production very less. People who follow shifting agriculture do not lead a settled life. Mainly the tribal people of a forest, they also practice the shifting agriculture. And the nomadic people also, those who live in the mountainous region of Himalayas, they also followed the shifting agriculture. And it is prevalent in the dense forest of tropical Africa, Southeast Asia, and some parts of Northeast India. Some parts of Northeast India, there in our country, the shifting agriculture also. In our country also, in Jharkhand and Odisha, the people, those are living inside the forest, they also practice the shifting cultivation. At the time of a British rule, the Britishers banned the shifting cultivation because they should not collect the revenue, they could not get the benefit from the shifting cultivation. For that cause, the Britishers also banned the shifting cultivation. And the crops like cassava, maize, sweet potato and tapioca are grown in this type of farming. Then, intensive subsistence agriculture. It is also in the subsistence agriculture. This type of agriculture is characterized by high output per unit of land. Means high output means more production. Although the nature of this agriculture has changed, and in many areas it is no more subsistent till the term intensive subsistence. Actually, subsistence means the old method of farming, but nowadays intensive subsistence means the farmers also use the modern equipments, modern tools and fertilizers. That's why the production is also increased. And is used to describe the agriculture practiced in a small plot of land in thickly populated parts of the world, especially in the monsoon region of South, Southeast and East Asia. This intensive subsistence agriculture also practiced on small plots of land in thickly populated parts of the world. Because in thickly but densely populated areas, the land size also very small. Especially in the monsoon region of South, Southeast and East Asia. The peasants are so land hungry that every bit of tillable land is utilized for agriculture. The peasants are so land hungry that every bit of tillable land is utilized for agriculture. There is intensive use of land, means they did not left a single inch of land. They use the land. Intensive use of land, multiple cropping, means in the same land they also produce different type of crops in a year. Multiple cropping, heavy use of manual labor. Mainly they also depend on heavy use of manual labor and fertilizers. During recent decades, intensive agriculture has registered a significant improvement due to mechanization and use of improved seeds and fertilizers, whatever I also told. During the recent decades, nowadays, the intensive subsistence agriculture also improved due to the mechanization and use of improved seeds and fertilizers. And nowadays, due to use of the modern machines, HIV seeds, irrigation, fertilizers, pesticide, insecticide, the production of food grains and other things also increase. The countries like China, India, Japan, Malaysia, Korea, Philippines and Taiwan have adopted improved system of intensive agriculture. The countries like China, India, these are the populated countries, densely populated countries, China and India, and other countries like Japan, Malaysia, Korea, Philippines and Taiwan have adopted improved system of intensive agriculture. Then, commercial agriculture. Please hear. Commercial agriculture is typically done on very large scale with the purpose of selling the produce in the market to make profit. Commercial means they produce much more. They sell the production in the market to get profit for the business purpose. That is commercial. Therefore, farmers select and sow a single crop according to the natural, geographical and market condition of the region. on the basis of a geographical position, location, and the market. Mainly the farmers produce such type of production so that they should sell the things in the market and get much more benefit. And it is a specialized form of agriculture which is practiced on very large size farm. On large size farm, it is a specialized form of agriculture. It is also called the crop specialization. This type of agriculture is practiced on very large. Agriculture is broadly divided into extensive agriculture, plantation agriculture, livestock ranching, and dairy farming. Commercial agriculture also divided into 4 types, like the extensive agriculture, plantation agriculture, livestock, ranching, and dairy farming. Okay. Extensive agriculture, please here. It is practiced in developing countries. It is practiced in developing countries. Developed countries like Australia, Canada, Russia, and USA. These are the countries of developed countries. The farms are very big, and they use also modern machines to cultivate. Agriculture is done on a large scale on big land holding by using modern machines. Okay, they also practice or done the agriculture in a large scale on the big farm by using modern machines. It is generally practiced in a sparsely populated region, means where the population is very low, not dense. Where the population is not dense or sparsely populated areas, this type of agriculture also practiced. Where land is available in abundance and also input of labor is less. Okay, land is available in abundance and labor is also less. That's why they use the modern machines, because due to the shortage of labor, they could not find the labor, manual labor. They use the modern machines to cultivate the big lands, means big farms. Total production is larger per hectare yield is comparatively less. Total production is larger, but per hectare yield is comparatively less. Total production is also larger, but comparatively, if per hectare yield is less. Farmers mostly raise 1 or 2 crops a year for marketing. There, the farmer, means these areas are the temperate regions. There they only grow 1 or 2 crops in the farms, and farmers mostly raise 1 or 2 crops a year for marketing. Corn means in our country that is maize, मक्का जो बोलते हैं. Corn, oats, wheat, and oil seeds are the main crops of extensive agriculture. In America, corn means maize produced much more. They supply the corn to the other countries. They export corn to other countries also. Corn, oats, wheat, and oil seed. Oil seed means जो different type of oil seeds which also use the oil are the main crop of extensive agriculture. Proper storage facilities are required to store the yield. That's why they have the storage capacity, means stored. Okay, they store the produced goods and also sold when the price is high. And proper storage facility are required to store the yield. When animals are reared along with the cultivation of land, it is known as the mixed farming. Where there in America, they are the big farms. Inside the big farms, they rear different type of animals also, and that is known as the mixed farming. Inside the big farm means they cultivate different type of food grains or maize, oil seeds, oats, wheat. After that, they rear the different animals. When animals are reared along with the cultivation of land, it is known as the mixed farming. Both food crops and fodder are cultivated. Food crops and fodder. Fodder is necessary for animals. Both food crops and fodder are cultivated. This gives a boost to the income of the farmers. It is common in Argentina, Eastern USA, New Zealand, South Africa, Southeast Asia, including India, Southeast Australia and Western Europe. In our country also, in many parts in Punjab, the farmers also reared the animals along with also cultivate the land. And do you know, please here, organic farming has become very popular in a recent time. Organic farming nowadays also many people, many educated people, they also started the organic farming. It uses organic manure and natural pesticide. They did not depend upon the fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, and they use the manures, cow dung, natural manures, natural pesticide. No fertilizers, chemicals or genetic modifications are used to increase the size of a quality of a produce. Okay, no fertilizers, chemicals or genetic modifications are used to increase the size of a quality of a produce. And zooming is a type of a shifting agriculture practiced in northeast India. Zooming. There are different names of the shifting agriculture in our country. The names also vary from state to state. In Jharkhand and Odisha, the name of a shifting agriculture, that is Zoom and Podu. And zooming is a type of a shifting agriculture practiced in northeast India, especially in Mizoram. It is man's primitive method of harmonizing land and climate with his need for food along with a habitat shared with wildlife. Okay, dear students, we have completed the second part of this chapter, and the third part of the chapter we also start in the next period or next video. Okay, thank you, have a good day.